Hello viewers, sorry about the noise, but this is going to be a bit different. Where life takes flight. It is Wednesday morning, the 14th of June, and we are in St Andrew's Park. I'm about to show you some modern sculpture building. This whole area used to be RAF Uxbridge for a long time, since going back, and then for whatever reason it was deemed no longer necessary to have an RAF base here. There was never a place where planes took off. Whoops, comes a car. It's the trouble with filming, you have to sort of watch out for your life at the same time. Lots of new roads built, attractive buildings. I think that's quite a nice one. It's residential, 99% residential, and this is the latest on my left. I can only describe them as 3 or 4 huge skyscrapers where they're going to put flats in, which is fine. I think I read somewhere there are going to be 267 of them, and I thought I'd show you this because it's almost certain that no one else has filmed the construction of these flats. We're walking along a road, the newish road, called Churchill Road or Churchill Avenue. And it's the main artery, there are 2 main arteries through this area, St Andrew's Park. This one and one called St Andrew's Road, which we'll come to in a minute. Through there you could just see the Hillingdon Civic Centre, which won design awards 30-40 years ago, and through the buildings themselves, which are obviously not finished yet, is St Andrew's Church, which celebrated the 150th anniversary in 2015. Luckily we seem to have moved away from the worst of the noise, but it's interesting to me because my first job really was when I was a student and I worked as a labourer on a building site, and we built a primary school. It's still there, and I remember it very well. It was a lot of fun, not much building going on there, and early start, early finish. Pay was very low, but we didn't care. We were out in the sunshine building things, and I learnt a lot. I was working with professional labourers, and I got the job through my sister, who had contacts, I'm not sure how, to a company called Barwicks, which she used to call Barwicks, because she was doing impressions as well at that time. There's a better view of St Andrew's Church. You can see it through the buildings. I think it'll be a niche view in the future. Anyway, I really enjoyed that job. I admire the steel workers the most, the blokes that just walked around on the steel. And I worked on the building from the beginning. I helped to put in some drains, I remember that. And it's great fun. And then the following summer I got a job again as a labourer in Dover Docks. Here is Churchill Road. Sir Winston Churchill probably got more letters after his name than anybody else I know, and this road's named after him. Anyway, this is St Andrew's Road. You can see the road sign over there, which curves round and joins Churchill Road. And the interesting thing about this road is that it's not a cut through. You can go down, getting on for half a mile that way, and you come to a barrier to which you need to know the code to get through. So they don't like people using this as a rat run. These are relatively new flats. I think they're being kitted out. And there we have a last view of the new flats. So my second labouring job was in Dover Docks, and it was quite a trek to get there. I lived in Folkestone at the time. I had to get up at 6, get an early bus, and that was even more fun. We were building a customs shed, and it was half completed when I joined. It was pretty much still half completed when I left. And I did a bit of painting on the inside of the roof. I think it was blue paint, so my nickname was Blue Peter. And I remember eating cheese and onion rolls. You get very hungry when you do a lot of labouring all day. And of course I got very fit and very brown in the sunshine. It was very nice. The ganger, the guy who gave us the work each day, was called Jock. Now Jock, believe it or not, was Scottish, and he used to say things like, move that pile of sand 3 feet to the right. I'm not very good at Scottish, but you know, he would find us all work to do, idle hands and all that. And just crossing this road here. Oops, I better hurry. One of my proudest moments was we used to have a tea break, I think, in the morning, and Jock would come in with the latest news, and he came into our little shed one morning and said, oh, I can't remember their names, A, B and C, up the road, which meant these guys were their jobs were over, and I wasn't one of them. And the professional labourers, so he kept me on, perhaps because I worked quite hard. One of my favourite friends there was a labourer, let's call him Bernard, I can't remember his name. There's St Andrew's Church. Bernard was a professional burglar, and he used to tell me some stories. Everybody wanted to tell me stories, maybe because I like listening, I don't know. But Bernard apparently was arrested by the police for doing a bit of burglaring. And he said, no mate, it couldn't be me, I was burglaring up the other end of town. So he pleaded guilty to a less serious offence, which is how he got off the more serious offence. I wonder where he is now, but he was quite open about his burglaring, but probably wasn't very good at it. There's a green light, I better cross before I get run over. Anyway, as I say, I really enjoyed both labouring jobs. The school is still there. You can see it on Google Earth or something. And the drains that I helped put in, dig, and align, all that, are still there. So, great fun. If you or your offspring fancy a summer job as students, take up labouring. It's very good for you. Thank you for watching.